One day, an economy school Schumpeter said, "Hey guys, it is the entrepreneur who develops the economy by creating new stuff." Then, entrepreneurs were happy. They were like, "Trust your crazy ideas, man." Or like, "Great, as soon as something is new in the market, it will make it develop."
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong. 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 Wrong.
In fact, if you consider invention and innovation to be the same thing, you are likely to produce products like the umbrella for cigarettes or the non-disturbing sweatshirt. In these times of overproduction, overconsumption and waste, it is essential to disentangle the two concepts to produce wisely. While invention is mainly about novelty, innovation is as much about novelty as about appropriateness. In other words, we could say that an invention will become an innovation when people think it makes sense. Anyway, following this idea of the appropriate or meaningful consumption and production, scientists Porter and Kramer claim that the purpose of the corporation needs to be redefined around creating shared value. In other words, they aim at focusing on the connections between societal and economic progress in order to unleash the next wave of global growth. They claim that real social entrepreneurship should be measured by its ability to create this shared value rather than just social benefits. However, Crane and colleagues contested their theories, explaining that they were unoriginal, that they ignored the tension inherent to responsible business activity, and that they just stayed in the same paradigm where growth is both the primary and the ultimate focus. In other words, they argue that the idea of creating shared value itself was not new, and it was more adding noise than creating anything in the literature. According to them, Porter and Kramer, despite appearances, did not innovate at all. Their theories were neither new nor appropriate. Another study conducted by Scherer and Palazzo also claimed that firms might need to be politicized and to tackle social and environmental issues, like Porter and Kramer. Yet, the way to achieve it was different. This study showed that the actual theory of the firm was now obsolete in the actual world context and proposed a redefinition of corporate social responsibilities in a globalized world. In that sense, because this second study aimed at creating a new paradigm based on the changes of the economic and social structures, we could imagine that this second study will be more likely to be an innovation, or at least to have a higher degree of innovativeness. This very quick explanation is just to explain that innovation is not just about creating a new product, but also about creating a new process, a new organizational structure, a new way of thinking. It seems that the true innovation nowadays, or the most appropriate one, will be to think of a structure that encourages firms to be sustainable, to care as much about how to produce as about what to produce. Innovation, development, or progress is not about having more, but having better. And this, according to me, should be more highlighted in the common narratives. Sometimes, and here is my main remark, there is no need to create something absolutely new, but just to mix things that already exist. Improvisation in music, for example, which is pure creativity, is not about inventing new notes, but about inventing a new way to combine them that will make people enjoy the music.